Hi, ma'am. How are you? Are you hearing me?
Hi, yes. How are you?
Good.
We did it.
Hi, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yes,
I
I was
just
fine.
needed to.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you okay. Hi, yes. How are you?
Good.
We did it.
Hi, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
How are
Ma'am,
you?
I will let you know one thing.
I'm good. I'm good. I
Your
just
voice is a
needed
little.
to.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you okay. Hi, yes. How are you?
Good.
We did it.
My
I
voice
think
is
there's some.
very.
Hi, ma'am.
Yes,
How are
ma'am,
you?
I will let you know one thing.
I'm good. I'm good. I
Your
just
voice is a
needed
little.
to.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you okay. Hi, yes. How are you?
Good.
We did it.
My
I
voice
think
is
there's some.
very.
Hi, ma'am.
Yes,
How are
ma'am,
you?
I will let you know one thing.
I'm good. I'm good. I
Your
just
voice is a
needed
little.
to.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you okay. Hi, yes. How are you?
Good.
We did it.
My
I
voice
think
is
there's some.
very.
Hi, ma'am.
Yes,
How are
ma'am,
you?
I will let you know one thing.
I'm good. I'm good. I
Your
just
voice is a
needed
little.
to.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you okay. Hi, yes. How are you?
Good.
We did it.
My
I
voice
think
is
there's some.
very.
Hi, ma'am.
Yes,
How are
ma'am,
you?
I will let you know one thing.
I'm good. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hi, Nazim. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am. That's okay. So,
Great. Yeah, sorry about that.
uh,
There was an echo.
okay, that's fine. So, learners are waiting. I hope they're trying to join. So, uh, this workshop is live. I mean, uh, being recorded.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Later, don't try to forget to send me. Okay.
Yeah, but also we'll talk after about that, okay?
Okay, that's fine. So you can accept the learners.
Yes,
They can join.
I'm waiting till we're done talking.
Ma'am, one more thing. Maybe the some learners will uh, interrupt due to the lack of digital skills. Maybe they will unmute or something like that. So you need to control.
Okay, I
Okay,
will.
that's fine. So
Okay, thank
okay,
you.
I'm informing the learners to join.
All right, I'm gonna let them in. I'm also gonna make you a co-host because sometimes my power can go out and I don't want to lose everybody. So I'm gonna make you a co-host.
Yes, yes, sure, sure. I can manage them.
Great. Okay, I'm gonna let everybody
So
in.
25th learners are waiting. So can we admit them?
Yes,
24.
just so you know, I teach many workshops, so I can handle all of this. You don't have to worry. I feel like you're worrying a little bit. I have everything under control. So I'm gonna let them in now. I just wanted us to talk before I let them in. So we're
Okay,
ready.
that's fine.
I'm gonna
So
let them in.
Yes, that's fine. So
I'm letting them in
on
now.
behalf of our organization, learners are decreasing. They are going away. You can admit them.
I am. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. But happy World Refugee Day. Thanks for joining us. This is again an intro to creative AI, and we're going to have a really interesting workshop today. We're just going to wait a few minutes as we let people in. But go ahead if you want to quickly introduce yourself in the chat. Let us know where you're calling in from, which country you're in, where you're from, and we're going to let folks in. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay?
Yeah, ma'am, your voice is very clear.
Great. Great. We're very excited to do this workshop with you, looking at creative AI, storytelling, filmmaking. And we are going to, by the end of this workshop, you guys will have generated a poem and a piece of artwork that you can share for World Refugee Day. So we're going to get started, but there's still folks who are joining. So maybe we'll give it like 2 more minutes. And again, happy World Refugee Day. I hope you guys get a chance to introduce yourself in the chat. Also, I tend to talk fast sometimes. If you need me to slow down, tell me to slow down. Okay, maybe we'll give it 1 more minute.
Huni. Edro lingo tu jenega jimurita.
Okay, maybe 30 more seconds. Again, welcome and feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. We'd love to know where you're from, what country you're living in, maybe why you want to take this workshop, and we'll get started. We have people signing in from Kenya, from Canada, from Bangladesh. I think I saw some folks from Nigeria. So welcome wherever you're calling in from. We're really excited to have you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
It's me, Ibrahim Baro from Gambia, West Africa.
Gambia, wonderful. Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome.
Maybe I'm late to join.
No, we're waiting for people to join, so we haven't started yet.
Okay.
You're right on time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
welcome.
time factor. That's right. So right now, I'm supposed to go to pray for the 2 prayer, Salatul
Okay,
Zuhur. Yes.
I understand.
So from there, I can join with you.
Okay, perfect. We would love to have you.
Okay, no problem. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thanks for letting
So
us know.
I will be in line. I'll be in
Yes.
line. So maybe I'll go and continue prayer, but I will be in line, inshallah.
Okay. Yeah, and if you want, you can leave your camera on so that when you come back, because I know we have many, many people who have signed up, and I don't want you to miss you. So maybe leave it on if you can.
Yes,
Great.
yes.
Great. All right, everyone.
Yes.
I think we're going to get
Thank
started.
you, together.
So welcome to the World Refugee Day workshop on Introduction to Creative AI. If you can, give me a thumbs up or a heart or something to let me know you can hear me okay. I just want to make sure everybody can hear. And people are still joining.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are hearing you. So one more thing is that from Bangladesh, so you know, in this time, people are going to pray
Prayer?
for the Salah.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay.
So due to that, after praying Salah, maybe our learners will join. So if our time is going to too long, so we should start after a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm starting, I'm letting people in. So as soon as this slows down, because I can't talk and let people in at the same time. So let me just, let's just see how we are. All right, everyone, I think we are ready to start. Again, welcome. This is the World Refugee Day workshop on creative AI. Happy World Refugee Day, first of all. I'm really excited to have you here. And feel free, again, to introduce yourself in the chat, where you're from, where you live, and why you are interested in this workshop. My name is Lisa Russell. I am going to be leading this workshop for the most part. By the end of the workshop, you will be able to create with AI a poem and a piece of artwork for World Refugee Day that you can post, you can share, all of that great stuff. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and begin. So first of all, feel free to give a thumbs up if you know how to do that in Zoom. Let me know if you believe that art can create a better world. How many of you think that art can create a better world? Or you can write in the chat if you don't know. This is what I was looking for. If you know, where is it? You can sometimes share. Well, maybe they don't have it. Okay, maybe that's why. Feel free to share in the chat if you want. But I personally believe strongly that art can help us create a more equitable, a more just, and a more sustainable planet. And for the last 20 years, I have really lived that, meaning that I have worked as a creative. I have been an Emmy award-winning filmmaker. I've been a screenwriter. I work with poets. I work with dancers. I work with filmmakers. And I've done a lot around using art for advocacy, whether it's climate change, human rights, gender equality, sustainable development. This is what I've focused my artwork on. So I've been a very loud vocal advocate using my camera as my tool for my advocacy. And then more recently, in the last 2.5 years, yeah, a little over 2 years, I made an AI poetry book, and I use AI as a tool to help me do even more creative work. And today we're going to talk about how you a lot of you are refugees, can use AI art and storytelling to tell your own stories and a lot of other great things that we're going to talk about. So why does all of this matter? Well, working in the United Nations for the last 20 years, art has the ability to really put a face to the people and lives that we advocate for. Refugees often make films, speak, do a lot of great things, but maybe they can't travel to the UN and present their stories themselves. So if we have their stories in films, in music, and poetry, we're bringing your voices to a place like the UN that makes big decisions for the world. And what happens at the United Nations trickles down to the country that you're living in, to the country that you're from, and then it trickles down more to the local level, to the city you might live in, the refugee camp, etc. So without hearing the voices of refugees at the United Nations, there could be harmful policies and things that are developed that don't suit actual lives of refugees. And so when we talk about art and storytelling, it is more than just a hobby. It is more than just a nice thing to look at the museum. It is a tool for representation, for equality, and for putting a face to a lot of the struggles that people go through in this world. And again, bringing stories to climate change, gender equality, sustainable development. These are all critically important. And so you learning AI and how to make AI art or AI poetry or AI films is allowing you to create your stories that can be taken and shared around the world. And so we learn about the realities that you face from your own experience. There's nobody that can talk about the experience of a refugee's livelihood than a refugee. So this to me is one of the untapped tools that we have for creating a better world. And that's why I started with the question, do you think art can create a better world? Now, when people think about art, they don't fully understand, well, what is so special about art? What is it that makes people advocate, people like me and others in this room, advocate so hard for art? So art does a lot of really incredible things. It helps expand our imagination. We can start thinking of ideas and realities that don't exist yet. It can give us an emotional experience or an attachment. So I might not understand climate change, but I can feel climate change with the right story or film or poem. And when you can grab people by the emotion, you have a very strong way to pull them in to then learn about all the other informative things. It starts with emotion. Art without emotion, is not, in my opinion, as powerful as it should be. Art can also open our eyes to learn about different cultures and different people. When I watch a film about, women in Rwanda, I get to learn a little bit more about their reality versus only reading a textbook or a book. When you watch films and documentaries, you learn about so many different things around the world. And this is incredibly important to create a society that is more fair and just and equal to everybody on the planet. It also allows you to build empathy, meaning I'm going to understand. Maybe I grew up with an idea that certain people or certain practices are bad. There's certain people that do certain things that I don't agree with. Maybe they're, LGBTQ, maybe they're, I don't know, there's a lot of different stereotypes about people that we may not understand until we hear their story or get to understand it. And art allows us to do that. And then finally, if you do work in a place like the UN that is very technical, very informative, a lot of policy, a lot of academia, art allows you to translate those very difficult topics into a form that I can understand. So here I'm going to share with you my AI film that will give you a sense of how I used AI filmmaking to talk about, well, I'll tell you what it's about after you watch it. So I'm just going to play it. It's very short. It's about 2.5 minutes long. Ooh, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Initializing transmission. Linking to remaining satellites. Power level stable. Audio. Armed. Visual. Muted. Estimated reach. Unknown. Signal integrity is holding. You're live in 3, 2, 1.
I don't know if anyone can hear this, but I have to say it anyway. To those orbiting your new homes, resettled in space, you left Earth. She is now depleted, drained. No life in the oceans. No breath in the mountains. No pulse in the soil. I stayed. Not because I lost the fight, but because I loved what we could have become. 10 years ago, we stood at the edge of something new. A moment where AI and technology could have healed, preserved, cooled the burning sky. But you trained machines for profit, wired systems for war, chose speed over wisdom, control over care. I'm not here to blame you. Earth will survive. She always has. But what we lost was the story we could have written together. Of balance, of beauty, of intelligence with empathy. If this is the last message carried through static and starlight, let it be this. You can build 1,000 new worlds, but none will feel like home. We didn't need more code. We needed more conscience, more courage, more care. So if you're still watching, remember this planet not as a failure, but as your first teacher. She gave you breath. She gave you time. This is the last broadcast from Earth. Not a warning, not a plea, a memory. Carry her forward, and this time, do better.
Okay, so that film was made entirely with AI. The avatars are AI, the space scenes are AI, the waterfall is AI. Everything was made with AI. And it was a film about climate change and also about AI governance, how we manage and govern this new AI economy. And so what I love about now working as an AI filmmaker is before I would have to travel to go make a film. So I'd have to jump on long haul flights, get in SUVs, make a film, come back, edit. It would take me weeks to make a film, even a short film. And this one I made with just my imagination, my fingertips on my computer, and the AI tools. So I can make a film about anything that I can envision or imagine. I can tell a story 500 years in the future. I can tell a story 500 years in the past. I can tell a story in space, which I did. I can tell a story underwater. So what AI allows us to do is tell stories without being confined by reality. Sorry, let me let these guys in. So now imagine you having the ability and the craft, you learned storytelling, and you can go out and make films, which is great for telling your story. It's also great for making money because you could not make documentaries, you can make social media content. You could start a business creating social media content for another business. You can start a creative agency. You could create albums, covers for musicians for them to put on Spotify. You could create videos for NGOs, which is also what I've done for the past 20 years. If you learn AI filmmaking or AI storytelling or AI music or AI writing and poetry, and you are creative, you can use this to make a small business or make money. So for example, I wrote a poetry book and I put it on Amazon and I made money by writing a poetry book that was my story, but I used AI to help me write the poetry. So those of you that have an interest in creative AI, meaning everything creative can be done with AI, whether it's poetry, music, filmmaking, photography, creative writing, script writing, all of these creative fields, if you learn the craft, it could actually create job opportunities for you. It's not easy. It's not something you push one button and all of a sudden you're a professional. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of practice, but it's giving you skills that again could potentially turn into paid work. And so whenever I teach AI, I want you to think not only about art as a nice thing on the side, but as a career path or a way to make money. Because the tools make it a lot easier for you to, again, create social media content. If you learn how to work with small businesses, and I know in refugee camps, there's a lot of entrepreneurs, there's a lot of people making small businesses. You can figure out how to use these tools to promote the work that they're doing. We also taught AI solutions to a lot of women who came up with ideas on how AI could solve problems in their refugee camps. So if they have water issues, if they have an overabundance of waste, how can they create a business by solving those problems? And there's a lot of amazing things that have happened. So I came into AI through creativity because for me, I'm not a tech person. I've turned into one, but I'm not a coder. I'm not a technical person. But because I learned to make films, I started to understand and get curious and want to learn more and more and more. Now, for those who are really interested in this, I believe, this is my personal opinion, that the most powerful purpose of AI art is to change narratives and address stereotypes. I've worked in refugee camps off and on, and I know of the stereotypes that exist. But when you go to a refugee camp or you meet with young people or you actually spend time in a refugee camp, you realize a lot of those stereotypes are false. And when you have stereotypes or you have false narratives, it keeps you powerless. If people think you are poor and incapable and you can't take care of yourself and all the things that come along with poor stereotypes, that can keep you from advancing and achieving. So I personally believe if you are a refugee in this room and you are able to figure out how to use AI to change the narrative, you are doing society a huge benefit. And this will also open up doors for you because people are tired of only seeing stories about whether you're in Africa, you're in a refugee camp. We always hear about the bad, sad, helpless, all of these stereotypes. If you know what I'm saying, you can mention it in the chat. But I have, again, worked with, in fact, my partners for this workshop are two incredible, young people working as refugees in these camps, and they're doing amazing work. And they've organized, they're educating, they're mentoring, they're inspiring. And so that alone is breaking these bad stereotypes. But I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. So I started my career in the 1990s. 1999, I worked in refugee camps in Albania. This is during the Kosovo War, Kosovo conflict. And these are some of the pictures that the photographer took of refugees in the camp. Now, there's a lot of other activities that were taking place, but to me, this didn't capture it. It didn't capture the incredible work that was being done by refugees in the refugee camp. And it also stuck in my mind how the refugee tent is a symbol for refugee suffering. It was always a symbol to illustrate poverty or struggle in the refugee camps. And one day I decided to go in AI and ask AI to generate images of refugee women in front of a refugee tent. And these are the images that AI gave me. And if you notice, again, they're pretty sad. They're not very diverse. It looks like they're mostly Eastern European. They look sad, they look poor, they look hopeless. And that is because I'm going to back up now and talk about how AI is just a reflection of society. The way AI works is that all of the internet, all of your Facebook photos, all of websites, everything was what they call scraped. So they had a technical, I don't even know the word for it. They had technology that was able to go through the entire internet and collect all the data. And they started seeing patterns. And that is how AI is now intelligent, because AI is showing you patterns, the way people talk, the images, etc. So AI, if all it mostly did was find images of refugees like this is the this is the image that it's going to tell me when I ask, give me an image of a refugee woman in front of a tent. Now, again, there are really amazing women doing great work in refugee camps. There are great young people doing great work. There are artists, there are filmmakers, storytellers. This does not, to me, reflect the reality or the diversity of what happens in a refugee camp. There are stories, I'm not going to say this doesn't happen, but it's not the only story. And the problem is we're only seeing one story. I'm gonna get to you, Salamat. Let me finish this one section, and then I'll open up the floor for questions. So anyway, what creative AI does, again, is it's an equalizer. So it allows anybody who has the tool and knows how to use it to tell a story, to create an image, to create art. And there's a lot of ethical issues, and I'm going to address that. But the flip side of the ethical issues is that it's an equalizer, and we need to hear from stories from other people. So, oh, yeah. So creative AI, whether it's poetry or art, filmmaking, photography, etc., gives you the ability to tell stories in a very interesting way. Now, I decided one day I wanted to change the narrative of the refugee tent. Because again, to me, the refugee tent was oftentimes a symbol, and they were often shown as, dirty tents, just, I didn't like it. And also, I'll also say that refugee women really found pride in creating a home in some of these tents. Not a permanent home, but a home that they could be proud of. They took care of their children. They do all these things. So I started saying, let me play with the refugee tent, because I want to change the symbol. And this is what some of the things I came up with. And then finally, I generated this image, which is really opposite of most images you might see. And how I did this with AI is I said, let me create a refugee tent with colors. Let me add colors. Let me add flowers around it. Let me take two women who would not normally, you wouldn't put next to a refugee tent. They're more fashion, they're more high end, and these squigglies to me were their creativity and their innovation. And this is just one small example of how you can take something and change the narrative, and how that can actually get people's attention. Because again, art makes you see things differently, right? So what happened is, because I did that and I submitted, I got chosen to be Artist of the Week. I got to have my work shown at AI for Good. It allowed me to do some amazing things. Now, what I want to do is we are going to segue into you actually creating something on your own. And what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a free tool that you can use, and I'm going to show you how to use it. But as you're using the tool, I want you to think for yourself, what could I say on World Refugee Day that would make people think differently about the status of refugees? What stereotype or narrative can I play with to make a different story for World Refugee Day? Okay, so to repeat, I'm sorry about all these little things. I didn't see them, obviously. But anyway, again, there's different creative art forms. And there's some tools that are free that we're going to play with, and I'm going to share them with you. And then some that ask you to pay, and they can get pretty expensive. My goal is to work with our partners to eventually find funding so that we can cover the costs of the platforms so that everybody can learn for free. We wanted to test today out to see how many people would really be interested to really learn. Okay, so we're going to dive right in. No, we're not going to do that one. Now, what I'm going to do is first I want to show you how to make free AI music. And it's through a platform called Suno. And I'll put it in the chat. And I want you guys to take a chance to learn how to make a song. Now, the different kinds of songs you can make is you can make a song that has a voice and lyrics. You can make a song that is just music, which is called instrumental. And you can create your own album. You can create your own playlist. You could create a lot of different things. And the best part is it's free. You can generate 10 songs every day for free. So what we do is we go to suno.com. We go over to create. Okay. And here you see a song description. Now I could write, make me a hip hop song about World Refugee Day using a woman's voice in Swahili. Or I can put instrumental and just say, give me a piano song that is cinematic, dramatic, slow, and I can try all different types of styles. When you sign up, you get 10 songs a day for free. They give you 2 at a time. So really you have 5 generations. And you can make songs and practice and practice and practice. Now, the only catch is that if you use the free version, you don't keep the rights to the song. You can share it, you can make a film with it, but you don't own the rights to the song. If you pay the monthly subscription, which is about $10 a month, you can generate tons and tons of songs. Apple thing, you can put them on Spotify, you can create songs and do music as if you were a musician. But of course, you don't want to put out bad art. You really want to learn about music and about creating an album. You want to learn the craft. So I'll give you an example. So we're going to do, let's say, make me a hip hop song in English with an African voice for World Refugee Day. I'm just saying whatever. I know we have a lot of people in Bangladesh, so we can do that also. But I just want to, because I'm calling in from Kenya. I didn't mention that. But so we're going to create these songs. Now what's going to happen is over here, it's going to give us 2 songs. My Wi-Fi is very slow right now. I don't know why. Here we go. So it's going to give me 2 songs that is hip hop in English with an African voice for World Refugee Day. And, you know, I'll give you an example of some cinematic stuff while we're waiting for these songs. sounds, you know, like music. And this one is 3 minutes and 24 seconds long. I would go down here and I would download. And then I could add that music. Let's say I'm doing a TikTok. I could speak into the TikTok and use this song in the background. I could create a photograph or take a photograph and put music behind it. Music adds emotion. And I can again practice and make a lot of different music every single day because it's free. If you have access to Wi-Fi, if you are able to get on this platform, you can practice making music for free. No experience necessary. Now I'm going to give an example of our hip hop song for World Refugee Day. And I don't know what the voice is going to sound like, but let's find out.
Yeah. Oh, la, 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 la. Yeah. Oh, la, 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 la. Yeah. They locked the gate, I kept the key. Mama said carry your name with me. One small bag, one plastic cup. Sand on my shoes, but I don't give up. I crossed that line with a wounded heart. Still I made room when the world fell apart. Names on paper, lives in rows. We are more.
And then because they give us 2 songs, let's listen to the other one. It will have same lyric, but different tempo, different beat.
Wait. Na, 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 na. They locked the gate, I kept the key. Mama said carry your name with me. One small bag, one plastic cup. Sand on my shoes, but I don't give up. I crossed that line.
All right. So what I want to do now is I want you guys to make a beat or a song for World Refugee Day. You can use your phone. You can use your laptop. But I want you to go ahead and practice making 1 song or 2 songs. We'll give it like 10 minutes. Okay. And then we're going to move on to doing poetry and art. So I'm going to put the link in the chat. I will leave this up. If you need to remove yourself from the Zoom, it's okay. And then you can come back in 10 minutes. But here is the link. You may have to sign up. Sorry, I'm just looking at these. You can't see the slide. Oh, you already made a song. Excellent. You guys are fast. Good. Kindly try to show HD or full screen. I hope you can see my screen now. Can you see it now? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, the screen thing around here says that it's full screen, so I hope you can see it. So why don't we spend about 10 minutes? I'm going to set the alarm. So for my time, it's 5:55. We're going to come back, turn off your, either remove yourself or turn off your, keep your mic off on here so we don't hear you making music. But why don't you go ahead and make a song? And then if you want to share it, you can share it here and then put it in the chat. Sorry, here's the,
Yes, excuse me, madam.
yes.
Kindly help me. I didn't get the instruction very well whether we're going to use the link to access the app for making the music, or
Yeah.
you are using the link for sharing the music.
No, so go ahead and make your song. So click on this link in the chat. sign up, create a song, just play with the platform. And if you want, then you can, when you find a song you like, you can share it in the chat.
All right, thank you.
But you don't have to. You don't have to. This is just for fun.
Yeah, excuse me, madam.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Jack Deng speaking. I have
Yep.
tried to open the link and I've created my song and I would like to share it. How can I go about that?
So we're going to give everybody 10 minutes to do their own song, and then we'll call on volunteers. How's that?
So am I going to share my song in the WhatsApp group, in our WhatsApp group, or I share it here?
You can share it in the Zoom chat, but also I'll call on volunteers to share some of their songs when everybody comes back to the Zoom. So you can share it in the Zoom so we can, you know.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Another question
Thank you. You're fast.
After I
Like it.
create the, can I go ahead and create and generate the image? I want to generate the image.
Okay, so
Is it?
you're ahead of us. You can do that also if you're advanced. You can figure out how to do the image and then you can
Is it?
share the whole thing. That's great. We're doing another platform after this. We're going to do another one that I'm going to share. But let's let people make their music and make another song if you want. And then we'll come back in now 7 minutes, I think, or 8 minutes. Did you guys actually learn this last week? Because I know you took an AI course, so maybe this is not new to you. Okay, we have 7 minutes, so I'm going to turn off my mic.
Hi, ma'am. Are you hearing me?
Okay, 2 more minutes.
Okay, ma'am. Sure.
Yeah, I have one question already.
Sure, sure. So if you have any question, you can raise this. So please keep it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I would like to say one more thing is that please raise to our movement within
Uh,
very soon.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah, sir. How are you?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. It's so
Yeah,
good. So
today,
we should start
today
the
when we,
questions.
yeah, yeah, I will try to give you. Today when we temple to the honorable for supporting me to achieve my goals, and I also have that I can a long time at us like this training. So what do you think about our Rohingya future in the camps to go our Rohingya back homeland? This is
So
the
thank you so
this
much.
is the sir, this is the very essential for us because we are going to difficult training and the war refugee day today. So first of all, we have to try to think about the go to our camp. That's right.
As you know, in different refugees have different problems. They're facing systematic something which are not related to, as you know, the government do something for the people. And also the humanitarian workers organization, as you know, they don't directly enter conflict with any government. I mean, the big
Yeah,
refugees. So they can assist, they can provide the shelter, the food, the rights, like that. So uh, need to know on behalf of themselves who are facing the difficult refugee camps. I would like to request to all of you that who are the refugee from the Bangladesh camp or others, they should focus the education to improve their daily life.
yeah. Next question is, I wanted to tell you next question. So, what do you think about our Rohingya education in our generation? So first of all, I have not any opportunity to develop our Rohingya education. So what do you think about that?
Thank you so much for your question. I really appreciate uh, for your question to raise about the people about education, right? Thank you. So my answer is that simple. Grew from the step to the as a step to the higher. So just be focused. The little things will make you the big impact. So teach your learners, teach your community people, help your community people, and support your community, vulnerable people, your community. So if you are continuing studying or learning in time, so this should be very great in the next, as you mentioned.
Yeah. So thank you, sir, for replying about my question. So I'm very thankful today because I participated at the War Refugee Day about not others, only for us, because this is the very essential training for us because we know about the war refugee day, but I cannot mind when we cannot arrive in this from your WhatsApp group. So it would be better for me because I joined your WhatsApp group. So maybe that is my past opportunity to training to join this training. So maybe so if so so I don't know actually our trainer where is our location.
Okay, thank you so much. So maybe our ma'am on a call. So on behalf of our organization, CGRBG, we organize this workshop. So our ma'am will come back soon. So I would like to start something.
Yeah, so I think if it's okay, maybe these questions can be directed to
Yeah.
Nazim. And we can go back to the workshop because I know we have students who are trying to share their songs. So maybe we can start with that. And then if you have questions regarding World Refugee Day in your camps, etc., I think Nazim
Yeah.
would be the best person to answer those questions later. Okay?
Sure, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, it's
So
back.
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, we should
Thank you
answer the
so
later.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so let's
Because
see.
I will try.
Pascal, we're gonna share Pascal's
I will
song.
try.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and share
Yeah.
his song. Yeah. Sorry, guys, I know there's other questions people have, but I want to stick to the workshop because we have people who are waiting for it. Okay, so this is called Beyond the Label, and he went ahead and made an image. We have the lyrics. Let's hear a little bit of it.
They looked at me and saw my scars, saw broken roads and distant stars, a story shaped by loss and pain, a heart that danced through fire and rain. They called me weak, they called me less, defined me by my emptiness.
Okay, and that is Pascal's song. I'm just going to play a little bit of each person's song so we have time to do it. But feel free to copy these links if you want to go back and listen to more of the songs. But now let's hear one from Riath. Let's hear. Pocket Full of Rain.
Found a ticket in my jeans, faded ink in a time machine. Took the bus past the broken lot, saw a dog chase a shopping cart. There was a
Okay, so we listened to this. So I was hoping we would make songs for World Refugee Day. And also, if these were songs that were done previously, yes, this one was done May 29th. Let's stick to new songs that are generated today. And also, I encourage you to think about the song you're making. Think about the lyrics. Think about maybe it's in your own culture. Maybe it's a message you want to share. It's very easy to make AI music about anything, but today we want to focus on World Refugee Day. So if there's somebody who has made a World Refugee Day song, let's see, I think there's one here by Hassan, One World, One Home. Let's see what this song is about. Okay, and this one was done today. New song, great.
tied up from home beneath the sky, holding dreams that never die. Through the storms and through the pain, hope will rise again. Different lands, different names, but we're human just the same. One world, one home. Let love lead the way. Stand with refugees on this World Refugees Day. For Rohingya hearts and Africa's voices too. Peace and dignity belong to you.
Awesome. I love how you brought the different locations, different regions together. Great job. Great job, Hassan. The only thing I would encourage you to do is this voice sounds very American to me. And maybe you could try using different voices, maybe ones that are more aligned with your culture. You know, like I mentioned, maybe in Kenya, you can do Swahili. You know, maybe if you're in different parts of the world, you use more of the voices that represent your culture. But this is a great message. I like how you brought the hearts and voices together for World Refugee Day. Great, great job. Good job, Hassan. And let's see, maybe we'll do a few more. This is Ajak Deng. Okay.
They looked at me.
This is Pascal again. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, Edmund. Okay, so this is one from Swahili. I think my Wi-Fi is slow. Okay, guys, I think my Wi-Fi is very slow. It's not allowing me to play. Let's see one more time. All right, Edmund, I don't know why that your song is not wanting to play. There we go.
Whoa, whoa. Miguu midogo barabarani ikikimbia alfajiri ya yoto, bakuli tupu kwenye nyumba zilizovunjika. Asubuhi haina usingizi, mama ananong'ona sala ya taratibu, asinionyeshe machozi yake, lakini nasikia radi mbali sana, na mimi nataka amani. Kwa nini angali naendelea kulia?
All right, great job, Edmund. And you can also like play again with different accents, different voices. I don't know how true this is to Swahili, but it would be interesting to see if this is accurate. But it's great that it did it in Swahili. I think that's great. Great job, Edmund. Okay. So all right, so let's move forward to the next version. I'm sorry if you can't hear very well. We're gonna wait till the end to take questions. You can always post them in the chat if you have something that you want addressed. But this is one tool that I wanted to share with you that is free. Again, for music specifically. Now, as you get better and more accustomed to using this, you want to make it, you want to curate it, you want to direct it more, you want to tell it, listen, I want this kind of an accent, I want this kind of tempo. If you are in this group and you're familiar with music, you can tell BPM, which is beats per minute. You can tell I only want strings. I only want piano. I want a hard beat. You can get very clear with how you direct this music and the lyrics. This is just a very basic introduction. As we move forward, if we were to continue, it would get deeper and deeper into how you write the lyrics, how you direct Suno. Because ultimately, even though you are not the musician, you are not making the music, you are the director. And the best outcome is when you know how to direct a movie, a song, an art piece, a poem. You get better and better the more you work with it. All right. So great. The class we're going to wrap up pretty early, maybe in the next 45 minutes. If you need to leave beforehand, it's okay. I will open up questions in about 30 minutes. We'll leave the last 15 minutes for questions. I just want to show you one more tool. And this is a tool that I personally built, and it helps you create poetry, spoken word poetry, and an art piece. So I will put the website in the chat. And where is it? I thought I had it. Here we go. Okay. So what this does is it allows you to start a film, a poem, a book, etc., with poetry. And how it works is it asks you to put in some sort of statistic or data or headline, and it helps you take those statistics and bring it down to a human-centric story. And this is also really important because, for example, today is World Refugee Day. There's statistics that people share. Maybe it's UNHCR, maybe it's, different refugee consortiums. They share statistics, but not everybody feels attached to statistics. So we're going to take statistics and we're going to turn it into poetry. So how this works is, for example, we're going to find okay, let me make it clickable. That should make it clickable. And we're going to look for a statistic. Now, there are a bunch of statistics from UNHCR, for example, about the number of refugees, the places that they are. There's stuff about climate refugees. There's stuff about gender equality. But you can take any statistic. Okay. Here we go. Here's a statistic. 1 in every 70 people on Earth is forcibly displaced. We're going to copy that statistic. We're going to go into the poetry engine. I'm going to paste it here, hit return, and it's going to start asking me questions for me to think about the story that will make the statistic mean something. So it's asking me, okay, so 1 in every 70 people on Earth is forcibly displaced. So they're saying, okay, so who is your main character? What character you want? So we'll say a young refugee. Where does the story take place? We'll say Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. So maybe I tell you about the Bangladesh. So maybe living right now the largest refugee camp in the world in Bangladesh. So
Yeah.
maybe we don't know actually about the when we cannot arrive this training, but we are arriving in this training, but we can learn long about the war refugees. What is the war refugees? So we can complete it some new things about this training. So it will be better for us, for all the Rohingya refugee camp, if I know. So I'll share my community and all the Rohingya people. So maybe thank you so much from my heart side, because you are learning in this program about the projects. So maybe I have a lot of thankful who is the given this opportunity for to participate this Zoom link, this training. So I
Thank you
congratulate
so
this.
much. Thank you. I'm glad it's helpful. So let me finish this real quick. So when you go through here, it's saying what regional, ethnic, or language. So it allows you, for example, if you're in Kenya, if you're in Ghana, if you're in Bangladesh, you can do regional stuff. Let's just say if none, type skip. It's asking me what is the pressure that these refugees in Bangladesh are facing. So maybe it's lack of employment. How is this affecting them personally? What are they afraid of losing, hiding, needing, or protecting? We can say they need to earn money. What kind of ending do you want? We want a happy ending. What should the audiences feel at the end? Inspired. Now, what this poetry engine is now doing is taking all of your answers, and it will give you 3 story ideas for you to read and decide which story you like the most based on everything that we input. And what it's doing, it's giving us an original story. Okay? So it will tell us, for example, there's a young refugee who does basket weaving. There's a carpenter, and there's also a mother, a refugee mother. So let's go with the first one. A young refugee girl in a crowded camp struggles to sell her family's baskets, facing the bitter choice between dignity and survival. So this tells us more about the story. The character is a 16-year-old. She's carrying baskets. There's a storekeeper. I'm not going to read every single thing, but it tells you a story that if you're a filmmaker, you could use to create a script from, or you can say, let's use this story map and create a poem and a piece of artwork. So you have to put in your email. And now what it's doing is it's creating artwork about your story. Sorry, I think my Wi-Fi is very slow today. Yeah, I think it is my network. The weather is a little cloudy. When it's cloudy, it doesn't go very well. But you can try this on your own. I've given you the website. And again, today was just a quick introduction. We have not gone far into AI filmmaking or AI artwork. We need more time, more tools, more everything. But this was just an example and some ideas about how you can do storytelling for something like World Refugee Day and how it can serve you to create hopefully business or some sort of opportunities. Sorry about this. This is now getting in the way. So yeah, I think it's my Wi-Fi is not working very well. So I'm going to now turn it over. I'm going to turn off Zoom so I can see all your lovely faces and see if anybody has questions. And we'll start to wrap up. We have a special guest here. Her name's Odette, and I'm going to let her take the floor as well. But let's answer any questions you guys may have. Yes, AI for filming, we're not going to be able to cover everything today because it's a lot, but I can answer some questions about AI filmmaking. Oh, this is for another event. Sorry. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we have, I don't know your name, but you have Samsung SMA135. You raised your hand. You have questions?
Yes, madam, I have a question.
Yes.
All right, thank you for the opportunity and the meeting that we have held together. We are so happy for the opportunity. And it is also a very engaging opportunity. We have learned a lot about the AI and how to use it. And the most important thing is how to use AI to make money or to bring something to the table. That is the main thing of it, apart from helping the society and the other one, because we use most of the thing monetarily. I want to know, after this session, is it the start of the program, or we are just conducting this one because of the World Refugee Day? Then after this, because the day we held here, it is stopped. Or we started today, then we will be continuing until we reach a certain stage. Let's say we will take maybe 3 months or 5 months. Then there might be some reward like certificate in AI or other stuff. And when we finish this one, what next? Is there opportunity that you are going to recruit those who have finished this one to work together with you and they can be getting something, or what is the plan after the training? Thank you.
Great question. Great question. So as you can imagine, we're only doing 1.5, 2 hours today. So it's very minimal of what we can do. We really do need 12 weeks properly. Now, I teach, but the problem is we need funding to pay for the tools. If I'm going to teach you AI filmmaking or AI, like really AI art and creativity, we need funding to pay for the tools. It's difficult. There are people who teach and they teach you theory. I want to teach you how to actually make films and make art. And that requires platforms that are not cheap. So the plan is, with me and my partners, is we just wanted to do a World Refugee Day workshop, see what people think, see if they want to continue and learn more, and then let us put together a proposal to get funding to move forward. We've been talking about this for a few weeks now. So our hope is that we can, we can move forward, but we need to find funding. So I hope
Okay,
that.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the question. Okay, somebody has their hand up, but it's Samsung. So you can go ahead and talk if you want, Samsung.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
You want to go, Samsung or Francis?
All right. Thank you very much, madam,
Mhm.
for this session. I'm Francis from Rhino Camp Refugee Settlement in Uganda. And to me, this session has really opened up our mind as youth, as refugees ourselves, because I've been following calls network activities, and they're really doing great. And I am very much appreciative because it is telling the world that refugees can better solve their problems than any other person who comes to solve their problem. So mine is just an appreciation to the team for the pilot study that you have made today during this World Refugee Day. And I want to confirm to you that from my side in Uganda, it is a very, very good thing that you have come up with, because it is able to make us as local actors in the refugee camps to understand and publish what is meaningful, what is consumable to the whole world. So my last is the question, if we are going to have this WhatsApp platform maintained, that we are able to share and do some inquiry on this session of AI tools. So that is what I want to say. Otherwise, thank you very much, my.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate your comment and thank you. And yes, that is the purpose. We just wanted to introduce the pilot. I'm glad you understand the importance of what we're trying to do, which is to allow refugees to take ownership of their stories using the AI tools. Now, again, this is, I mean, super basic. This is not covering the meat of AI art or filmmaking because we're limited. Loading my whiteboard. What is happening? And so our goal is to, yeah, we're getting hacked. Oh, brick. All right, let me get rid of the hacker. Hey, sorry. Sorry, guys. We're getting hacked. So
Can I speak?
I'm gonna have a new person speak, if that's okay. Right? Did you already
Okay.
talk? Great. Okay, so Hassan, do you want to say something?
Uh, I wanted to say something about our Rohingya issue. So
Okay.
this is the very essential. This is the very essential for all the Rohingya refugee camp, because they live in the largest refugee camp in the world in Bangladesh, and
Yeah.
we are suffering very difficult situation and very yeah.
Okay, hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Hi, guys. It's feeling very complicated. So Hassan was going. I think he stopped talking. Are you there, Hassan? If these are questions regarding your
Yeah.
situation in the
Okay.
camp, it's not something I can
Okay.
help you with,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Because
So let's stay focused on AI art and filmmaking. And then if you have questions about other items, you can talk to Nazim or you can talk to
Okay,
Raponce, who are are my partners. But let's stick to for the benefit of the other students in the workshop, let's stick to AI art and filmmaking, please.
okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Because I learned today design and poster, so maybe it will be better for our future. Thank you very much from my heart.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
good luck.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Okay, Abu, I see your hand is up.
what's up? Hello, ma'am. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share something with you. So I would like to share something with you regarding our institution. So from the World Refugee Camp Access Weather, we are running a South institution. It will be better this process to provide through our uh, institution, so that it will be better to share your personal WhatsApp number, so that I will share with you something regarding this our institution, regarding our institution, so that it will be better to provide this course, because we our institutions have 300 to 400 students online
Okay.
through. Yeah. So
Okay.
it will be better to share your personal information. I will contact you with personal. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I will leave both. If you're on LinkedIn, I'll leave my LinkedIn and I will leave my
Yeah.
WhatsApp, but please be patient because I'm quite busy right now. So we're trying to create this program with the partners I'm already talking to, but happy to discuss for sure. I will leave that in the chat.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks,
Yeah.
Abu. Nazim, yes, you want to say something?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. So I really appreciate you to having a grateful session for our learners. I really appreciate you, all of them. So I would like to request to our learners who are already joined. So if you have any questions, not regarding our this workshop, you can directly raise the question to me. So if you have any questions regarding the workshop and also the future of workshops, so you can directly talk about to our ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I also want to make
Oh
sure we
yeah,
have.
actually, I have a question about the workshop. So about the workshop future, actually. So if the permission is available, I wanna share my thought. So yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank our dear ma'am. Thanks for your time and for your incredible explanation about AI. So I have just a question. Will the workshop continue or we will left in halfway? I want to just complete this workshop because it is really vital for our community, especially for refugee. Where if I complete this, I think this program it will be really helpful to me because by this through this AI, I will be able to I will be able to clarify something about my community, about refugee, and I can make many lots of things through AI. So I will just like it to continue the workshop. Yeah, if it's possible, I would like to complete it. So I think. I'm just asking the question, will it be continue or not? So it will be better if you give me the explanation about it. Thank you, ma'am, once again.
Yes, yeah, thank you, Hassan. So as I mentioned before, we are happy to continue, but for now, we are just doing the pilot and then we are reorganizing to see how we can move forward. I'm based in Kenya. You guys are in Bangladesh, Cameroon, Nigeria, I think. So we're gonna figure out how to best move forward. But for now, it is only today's workshop. It is an introduction. And we may come back and ask you, do you want to continue? And if you say yes, this will help us because we want to try to find funding or donations of the platform so it will make teaching easier. So that's the goal. But right now, today is just
Hey,
one
ma'am, I
workshop.
got it. Okay, ma'am, I got it. So,
Yeah.
okay, so it will be better
Thank
if
you.
you continue the workshop. It's
Yeah, we're
really
gonna
vital,
try.
important, I think, for refugees. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
gonna
thank
try.
you, ma'am. However, it was really important through what I'm able to learn about, AI poetry engine. So it is the first time I have seen the tools in my life. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, good. Good to know.
Okay, I
Good
am
to know.
looking forward to gaining the knowledge about AI.
Okay, we'll be in touch then. We'll be in touch. All right, so I think we'll take one more question and then I'm excited to introduce my friend Odette, who is here, if she still wants to take the floor. But let's go with, there's somebody named Man, I think is the name. For attendance, I think that is something that you need to talk to Nazim and to Raponce about, because I'm not taking attendance, but they will be in touch with you. So, okay, so we don't have Mon. All right, so I
So,
want to pass the floor
but
over to Odette for a few minutes to have a guest
no,
speaker.
but
She also is an artist, and so we want to give her the floor to talk a little bit about her experience with AI art.
Mhm. Thank you very much, Lisa. I most appreciate this opportunity as well. And I think what I will speak to, I am a filmmaker and mixed media artist. I also work with giant puppets. Just a little historical context. Lisa and I met in Vancouver at a UN Women's Conference in 2019, and I've had the privilege to continue to do different activities with Lisa. What I can say is, for me, things like what happened today, where I've been introduced to new tools, I've, when I could, just jumped in and worked with those tools and maybe found one or two more that are in my skill set to add to them and made things and put them out there. There's a platform called Film Freeway, and you can Google for, you can set it so you can enter film contests for free. Some are very expensive, but some are free. And just getting the work out there, I imagine perhaps it will be in a film festival, but also juries from around the world will be seeing the film. So you can imagine you have definitely one audience for your work. I just encourage you to follow through. I use still images and a poem that a friend had written, and I've been sending that out. So take it where you can take it and continue to learn the skills. And thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it. Nice
Yeah,
to
thank
meet
you,
everybody
Annette. Thank
here
you.
today.
Thank you for those words. And I'm glad whenever you say you learned a new tool, that makes me happy. I'm going to wrap up by addressing the actual filmmakers who are in the group, because I believe we have a group from Kakuma, and we didn't get very far with AI filmmaking. So I just want to leave with a little more advanced stuff around AI filmmaking so that they can take it and move on with it as well. So AI filmmaking follows a pretty clear sequence of events, because unlike regular filmmaking, you're not going out shooting all this footage and then coming back and trying to edit it. The best way forward is a sequence that also is going to save you money, because the most expensive part of AI filmmaking is these tools like Runway. Some people asked me in the chat, Runway, Kling, Seed Dance. There's so many different AI generation tools that can get very expensive because they go on what's called credits, meaning you pay $49 a month, $99 a month, $200 a month, and they allow you to use the tool for so many times until you run out of credits. Now, if you are an AI filmmaker and you jump straight to the video generator, you're going to lose a lot of credits and a lot of money. So I'm going to give you the roadmap to saving your money, so that by the time you get to the video generation, you have everything you need to be very efficient, very quick, and know what you're looking for. There's two ways to create video with AI. One is called text to video, meaning I just type what I want in the video. Give me a mermaid underwater having a party with her friends, whatever. All of a sudden, it gives me mermaids that I don't like the look. It's cartoonish. It's not the right color, because I didn't give it enough information before I prompted it. If you are a filmmaker, this is the sequence I would suggest you start with. One, you start with your script, whether that's a poem, a proper film script, a monologue, anything like that. Similar to filmmaking, you start with a script. If it's your first time making an AI film, do not try to have multiple voices. Have one character with a narration, or maybe they're thinking, or it's, voice of God, whatever. Don't try to do more than one voice on your first film. That is why poetry works. That's why music video works. That's why, monologues work, because you're keeping the voice easy. If you really want to start and do something really basic, create a song on Suno with lyrics, or get your friend's song, and that cuts out half of filmmaking because you don't have to worry about the audio. You're just working with visuals. So you get a song, you have the lyrics, it's all mixed and mastered, you have the lyrics, the beat, the everything, and then now you're just telling the story or doing the images on top of the song. So again, start with the script, poem, monologue, voice of God narration, or a song. That's your first layer. Second layer, create your characters or character. Now, AI is not good at creating a character that looks the same scene after scene after scene. If you generate a character with like a big background, like a bunch of leaves or whatever, and then you want that same character in a photo studio, it's going to be hard to get a similar looking character. The best way to create a character is to create a character against a solid background, a green screen, a black background, a white background, and learn about lighting. I want this to be studio lighting. I want this to be natural lighting, whatever your lighting is, but make the background one color. Then ask the AI to make you a copy of that same character from the side, from the back, and you're essentially creating like a character, what's the word they use? Like a, now I forget the term they use, but it's essentially you're creating like your character profile. That's what it's called, character profile. You have the front, the side, the back, close up, far away, all with the same background. Now, when you decide to take scenes, because now you have your script, you have your character, you have your music video, you use those images as what's called a character reference. So you can upload an image and say, I want this person on the ceiling or on the rooftop in Brooklyn. And I'm going to have the camera orbit this person. Now, if I only use the reference facing me, the camera does not know what the side of my character looks like. So what could potentially happen is the orbit, the camera can come around, and then all of a sudden the side of the face looks nothing like what you envision the front of the character to look like. So make a character profile. It's not difficult. You start generating in a simple Midjourney or some text to image until you find the perfect image, and then you create a character profile. Then you take that character profile and you create scenes, still scenes, no video yet. So here's my character again on a rooftop. Here's them running through an alley. Here's them jumping in a car. Here's them doing all of these scenes. And they're all stills. Okay, all stills. Then, and only then, will you be able to then make video things, because you have each scene with your character that you can then feed into the video generator. I want this person to be running towards the camera on the rooftop. I want the camera to do a drone shot. Then I want the person to be running down the alley with a dolly shot, following from behind your character, so that you have the assets you need, and all you have to do is tell the video generator the movement of the camera, the lighting, if it changes from what you generated. And then this is now your sequence. It's different than regular filmmaking. If you try to jump steps and go from text to video, you're going to end up eating all your credits and you're not going to have a lot of control over what's happening. If you are watching what's going on with AI filmmaking right now, which has advanced significantly since I started 2.5 years ago, you will see that they are like cinematic, like Hollywood level filmmaking, because filmmakers are learning how to direct the camera, direct the lights, know their scenes, all of that. And so they're mastering how to use this tool as a director. Like your AI is your camera person, your lighting person, your sound person, your special effects person, and you are the director. But you have to know how to direct all of those departments to get the most cinematic film. Now, if we get the funding that I hope we will get, and I think based on this workshop, maybe we need to have a beginning level and maybe more advanced for filmmakers, people who know film already. We will then be able to figure out how to move forward. Filmmakers who already know film are going to move faster, obviously, than people who are brand new to AI art and filmmaking. So based on this already, this webinar, I think we need to figure out different approaches. But I just want to encourage you, there are some platforms you can try, you can test out. You can piece together a film by using different platforms and free credits if you space it out and if you mix up different platforms. And that's what we could potentially do. But the best thing is for us to get access to funding to pay for these platforms so we can just do everything on one platform. So I think that's about it. We have about 10 more minutes. I would love to invite my partners to say some last words. I know they're sharing some stuff in the chat. And also, Rapunz, if you want to get on the actual meeting chat, you're welcome to address us as well. But I think we need to wrap up in the next 10 minutes because we have folks who need to meet their curfew in the refugee camps. So Nazim, yes. You have your hand up, Nazim?
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your great explanation. Yes, sure, ma'am. So, first of all, I would like to thank you all and also our learners who already joined. Basically, I would like to give a message to our learners who already joined for the workshop today, for Refugee Day. Basically, we are trying to make possible to make a 12-week class for actually making for them. So once we confirm the learners, the exact learners who are interested in learning, then we should seek the funding. After that, we should continue the class with 12 we use our mem already mentioned. So I would like to also say to Abu Sidi, are you hearing me? So I heard you have institution also you have learners. So our organization is working with globally in Bangladesh, Palestine, and Nigeria for all with refugees. So from Bangladesh, we have many learners who will take part of this process. So if you have on behalf of your institution, you can also the contact with us directly. We should do the book better something for our learners. So if you have learners, much 200 or 300 like that, so you can collaborate with us to make it possible for the future. So that's my message. Hopefully, ma'am, our time is going too long. So we should make sure.
Thank you so much. And it's been a pleasure, Nazim, to work with you and all your learners and everything like that. I'm looking forward to it. I would love to have somebody from Kakuma or from Uganda again, maybe close out so that we have a couple of comments from different parts of the world. Yes, Edmund. Yes, from Talent. How do you say your name? Tisha Films? Edmund.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Madam Lisa. This is
Mm.
Edmond from Tisha, the media creative in Kakuma, refugee camp. I've heard about creating character. That's where I'm based on because I'm an editor. I just want to understand on how to direct AI to get a good character in both sides. Because you've said that if you upload a face photo, front photo, AI doesn't know the back side of that character. So for us to get a good character to be seen in the sides, both sides, do we have to upload the profile picture of that character both sides, or just one picture showing one side? I just want to understand that so
Yeah.
that can be
No problem.
directed.
Yes. So if it's a fictional character, if it's fictional, you can create the side and the back as you like and then choose the one that you want. But if it's a real person that you're like yourself, if you're making an AI of yourself or somebody you know, you want to get their actual side images. Now, the reason why you want the sides and the back and everything, even if it's fiction, is because when you put your character in different scenes, and they turn or they do anything, they're going to look different. If you don't have this character reference, and again, all it is here's the front of my character. Give me a left side and a back side of this character, and they're going to give you different options. And then you just choose the one that you want as the side profile and the back of your character, if it's fictional. Of course, if it's a live person, get different, take photos. Like if it were me and I wanted to make an avatar of myself, I wouldn't just do the front of my face. I would do the side. I would do different angles so that it understands really the 3 dimension of my face. But yeah, fictional films, I just did this just recently. I did the front profile of the woman and I said, give me now the left side version of it. And I made it so that it gave me 4 options. And then I chose the one I wanted, that I wanted her side to look like. And then same thing from the back. And her body type. That's the thing too. You want to make sure you do character profiles that are the full length of the body. Maybe the person's thinner, maybe they're taller. You want to do more close-ups. Ideally, if you have the time, you could do something like 12 different angles of your character, all against a solid background,
Oh,
if that makes sense.
oh wow. I did.
Yes. So I hope that helped,
Okay.
Edmund. I think I lost you, but I see Raponce. And then I think we're gonna wrap up because it's 5 minutes till, and I know people have curfew. So
Thank you so
Raponce,
much.
yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Lisa. Am I audible?
Yes.
Oh, oh, great. I've been following throughout the discussion from the beginning. I was trying to make sure all our students are really in the room, and that's why you not see me much actively engaging. And I'm really grateful that we managed to make sure all our students attended the session. I have one student from Teacher Film who is doing amazingly in the AI film industry. Maybe in just
Awesome.
1 minute, Pascal.
Sure.
Let me welcome Pascal to say something.
Pascal,
Then I will.
yes.
Yes, Pascal is a Teacher Film alumni, and I would like him to tell us something. Pascal.
Great. Hi, Pascal. I can't hear you.
Maybe we lost him. I don't know if Pascal is here. If Pascal is not active, Justin, our director from Teacher Film, just in 1 minute.
Hello?
Just say something.
Oh, there we go. Yes, we can hear you
All right,
now.
good. There you are. Okay.
Wow, I wouldn't have accepted missing this. Oh yeah, thanks. I'm good. It was a great discussion. I really enjoyed participating this, and I'm seeing a lot of new faces. This was a really good test creating the song with Suno AI. I think it's really cool, and I'm looking forward to more activities like this.
to be able to participate, learn a few things, because what I know so far about AI is you're only limited by the way you think. Like your mental limitations is what will hold you behind, because the gap between knowing something or having a particular expertise or skill right now has been literally been broken in pieces. So we
Yeah.
can do so much now with just tools. And again, I really appreciate this has come a long way from Tisha and up to the point where I am right now. I recall I recall sometimes back, sorry about that. I recall sometimes back doing some documentaries for Tisha Films for, a company just a few years back. And now we are now just dreaming of ambitious, great, and even inspiring things that are going to change lives of so many people. So thank you so much for whatever you've shared with us today. I really appreciate. And thanks to everyone to have participated. I'm looking forward to learn a lot from each and every one of you, because you all have something very special to share with us all. It's called uh, uh, personalization. I love that word. I keep it always in my mind. When I'm chatting with ChatGPT, I'm always like, hey, personalize it according to this or using these types of things. So, yeah, thanks. Again, happy World Refugee Day to each and every one of you. And shared love to everyone. Bye.
Yeah, and can I just say also thank you to the partners, because we're bringing refugees together from all over the world for this workshop, and that's such an honor. I know a lot of you are from this camp or this location, but we really managed to bring in people from different parts of the world, which was pretty amazing. Also with different skill sets. So we do know we have more advanced people. We know we have people at the beginning. So this was just an introduction and a test to see where we go from here. But
Right.
thank you so much for the comment. It was great.
Pleasure.
Yeah, Pascal, thank you for that. Maybe Lisa, it wouldn't be fair if Justin lives here without saying something. Our director from Teacher Field.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Justin, in 30 seconds, please. For us, we are running
Yeah.
curfew.
Sure.
Hello, guys. I'm so happy. And I know we're wrapping up with this session. I've been following so keenly. I'm just happy that we are celebrating, we are commemorating this World Refugee Day with this new innovation, new minds, new ideas. And then I've just been following the comments. This is a ball that they are throwing to Lisa. They need this. And then I'm looking forward to seeing this program succeeding, and then to equip more of the filmmakers within Kakuma with this new new strategic way of making film, telling the refugee narratives. Thank you.
For sure. Thank you, Justin. All right. With that said, let's all, if you can get on your camera, at least wave, or let's wrap this up because it's getting late. Thank you all so much. Again, this was just a test. We, figuring stuff out, but this is one step in the right direction. I will be in touch, we'll be in touch, and we'll see how to move forward. Those of you in Kakuma, we're going to try to figure out also how to do, stuff in person. We're building on it, working on it, figuring out some details, but and then hopefully I can go to Bangladesh, which would be great. Happy World Refugee Day. Have a great night, and we'll be in touch. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Thank you, Odette.
Okay,
Bye,
thank
guys.
you. Thank you so much
Thanks. Thank
for
you.
your
Thank you,
lecturing.
ma'am, for doing. And so
We're all happy about it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, guys.